miles or so at the home of the Commander, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. On the Giants sideline, it is Brian Dable trying to turn things around. Playoffs 2 years ago, very disappointing 3-14 mark a year ago. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He finds the veteran Ertz. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of 1 brings up
from the shotgun. It's Daniel. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Third down, here's Wilson. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's third and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on fourth down. So I don't love third and short, bomb, punt. I do love third and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on fourth down.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll be brought down at around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Washington.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 45.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. 3rd and 6. from the shotgun on third down. Daniels. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Commanders first down.
It's a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll get this out to the left flank. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up
Second and 10.
At the Giants' 31-yard line.
To the air again is Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So, Greg, here are the Giants, and here's a team that really needs to start going in the right direction. They've had double-digit losses 7 of the last 8 years, including 3 and 14 a year ago. So what are the pieces to start getting this thing in a much more positive direction?
Well, I think on the positive side, Mike, I think at least on the defensive side of the ball, you're seeing them really start to accumulate some top-tier defensive players. They're young, they're athletic, they're fast. So that's a good thing. But now on the offensive side of the ball, they probably have one of the most interesting quarterback rooms in the entire league, right? They got James Winston, they got Russell Wilson, they draft Jackson Dart. So the question is Russell Wilson the Week 1 starter and the Week 18 starter, or is he just on a short leash until they feel they can get the young rookie up to speed? So I think there's a lot of questions for Brian Daboll and this offensive staff. Who's the quarterback? Is it the short term? Is it the long term? And if so, is one of those quarterbacks capable of competing in the NFC East?
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Try again. It's second and 10.
Second down at the 37-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants first down. Play action. It's Wilson. This is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
So, Greg, here are the Commanders, and could anything change in a year the way everything around Washington did? Coaching, quarterback play, future of the franchise, it all just turned around off that great season. Now they got to do it on the field again here this year.
Yeah, and you just can't say enough about Dan Quinn. And you and I, we've sat in a lot of meetings with him over the years, Mike, and when he walks in the room, you just feel good. You feel confident. You feel he's under control. He's just one of those guys that has an aura about him that just makes you say, you know what? that guy's in charge, and I'm just going to go wherever he tells me. And you kind of saw that happen on a roster that I would say was a good roster. They were a superstar at quarterback with Jane Daniels, but the rest of the roster still was a work in progress. So as they continue to acquire new players, continue to build that roster around Daniels, I'll tell you what, I think they won 12 last year. I wouldn't be surprised to see them hover around that same number and compete to win in what's a difficult division with the Eagles. But when it comes to the end of the season, I think they're going to be right there with them.
Washington, first down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. The motion man here is McLaurin. On play action, Daniels. First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Working out of the gun. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's Tress Way now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. Hey, Greg, you think about the NFC East. I was always fond of saying, you're not allowed to rebuild in the NFC East. Think about these fan bases. Philly, Washington, Dallas, the Giants. Their fans don't stand rebuilds very often. Always feels a different pressure in this division to be one of the best teams in the league every year.
And it's just such a fun division. Last year with Washington, turning it around so quickly, Jay Daniels and Dan Quinn, what a great story that was. And then, of course, with Philadelphia, the eventual Super Bowl champs, clearly towards the end of the season, it was pretty evident, at least to all of us, that they were the best team, and that's exactly how things played out. So if you're at the bottom looking up, unlike some of these other divisions where you say, okay, maybe I'm not as far behind as it feels, in the NFC East, Mike, there's just not a lot of easy wins in your division, especially if you're the Giants.
We talk about history, and sometimes people go back 5 or 10 years. I just think back to the generations of great matchups amongst these teams. Greg, when any one of these teams goes to visit the other one, it feels like a historic NFL game because of the legacy. That, to me, is why the NFC East is one of the sexiest divisions in all of sports, not just the NFL.
Oh, absolutely. And it has more of kind of like a college football vibe, right? There's rivalries. The fans kind of don't hate. They hate each other. They're yelling at each other. They're throwing things at the field. It has a little bit more of a college arch enemy, arch rival type of vibe. And I think that's why it's so fun to football fans all across the league. Whether you're a fan of a team in the East or not, when those two teams are on and they're playing each other, you want to tune in.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the ground, here's Tracy. He's got it. That's a 1st down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
The 47-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, New York.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And they manage to pick up about 4. Will Harris on the tackle. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Giants first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Commanders' 20.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's in! Russell Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Giants 7, Commanders 3.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. You know, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? But it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple of top of mind for you as we start 2025?
As I start the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, that roster that we saw play last year.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Chauncey Golston getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him the 2nd time. He goes down again. Brian Burns getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long. Now they'll set up to throw. Going in right into the hands hands of his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commander.
This has to be a defensive breakdown. Like, I promise you, all week in practice, when the scout team ran this play, somebody on defense accounted for the running back out of the backfield. I can promise you that much, but he's able to leak out and get the ball in space. He does the rest after the catch. They just have to do a better job. They got to get to the sideline and make corrections, because you just can't leave guys at this level wide open for easy touchdowns.
Makes the score. Commanders 10, Giants 7.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Russell Wilson sacked. A loss of 5 yards.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. He'll step up and run this. And he'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Russ. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he's back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Left side to the hands of Neighbors. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Throwing again, Wilson. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Again, Wilson. Open man is Robinson. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. Moving to his left. And he'll take this one in. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign.
To kick off for New York.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Now he'll run it. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues. He'll drop to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
And, Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Johnny Newton in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
I really like this response here to start the second half. You have to imagine they went into halftime finding themselves down by 2 scores. They needed to stop and get the ball back to their offense, and that sack's going to go a long way towards it.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Tracy looking to run. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
The Giants sending out their punter as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere. This possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack. Now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Whoa! And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Washington 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Going to lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep, and that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Four down.
Throwing is Wilson. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Giants.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On the give, it's Tracy. Some hits going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Formation for the Giants.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
32.
The RPO, that one is complete, and he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6.
Let's go.
He's going to keep it himself. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That's caught. That's Lane. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
He'll step up and run. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes it pay.
And they'll take this down inside 35. Here's 1st and 10.
Another Washington 1st down.
Smith ready.
Ball's out. One of the Giants has it. To the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. The Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just 1 game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Ready. 70,
They bring the tight end in motion. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Robinson. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
Turnover on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
They'll run with Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll run out of the gun with Scalaboo. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Third, they need 8. Wilson lines up in the pistol. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down, New York.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the 31, here is second and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll go again with Scalaboo. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Taken down by Bobby
Third and 5.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. He has Hyatt complete. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Here we go, strike.
They motion the slot man left.
70.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll settle second down.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
The tight end Ertz in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
36-yard line.
Daniel gonna throw again. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
For Commanders.
1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the
19
22-yard
Tiger,
line.
19 Tiger.
The tight end Ertz in motion. Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
The pickup brings up
Come to the
2nd
line
and
now
2
on 2nd
at the
and 2.
13-yard line.
Again, and here comes Robinson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Loss of 2 yards.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now another try at 1st and goal, albeit from a little further back.
Viking 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hands. Get into the hands of the receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. For Daniels, last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year. First touchdown pass of his sophomore season. Now Gay for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer.
Giants 31. Commanders 17.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he will score. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. For Russell Wilson, career touchdown pass, 351, but number 1 as a New York Giant. Now, Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 17. Graham Gano to
So
kick off
out is
for New York.
Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Brown now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. Daniels now on 1st down. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
On the give, it's Robinson. Robinson, a 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
23 yards. And a Commander's first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, right back to Robinson.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Another run here for Robinson. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is third and goal. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. The motion man here is McClure. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. They can still pick up a first down here. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
3 yards. It's now fourth down.
They'll try to run. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants come up with it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they face second down and 7. They'll run with Scatterboo. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They need 8 as they come up for third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good for Washington.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart plays to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
It's now second and 10.
68, ready, go.
Throwing is Daniels. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
70, Timberwolves.
The air again is Daniels. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he will be taken down. We'll see. They want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up second down.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a road win here for the Giants. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.